This is a review on season 1, episode 7 of Beyond the Villa. In general, the episode was fine. It just didn't really. I feel like some of the drama is really dragging as well. I understand that Kayla is grieving as well, but I feel like her grief and her anger is misplaced in regards to like she's probably angry that her grandma passed, but it's being deflected now onto Liv. And on top of that as well, her and Liv aren't in the best place either. And then obviously Aaron's catching a stray as well. I think we also need to put a petition in to actually get Con off the screen for good. For good. Regardless of him and Janae are cool, get him off the screen. He brings nothing to the show. The only thing I did chuckle at though with Connor is when Meg Thee Stallion's like, oh, like this, and he was like, because she was like, oh, who, like in a sense, like who's you or whatever and stuff. Other than that, yeah. Kendall, I can understand why he's saying about the girl. I feel like it never would have worked anyway. I feel like they're from two different worlds. I'm not saying that you can't date someone that isn't from a different industry than you, but it was never gonna work because he wasn't making the journey to her necessarily. I think that's what she said, that she wasn't based in LA or wasn't somewhere. I don't know how it is in America, but she wasn't based near him in a sense, so she had to get like she had to travel in each time, and I don't think he was reciprocating that same thing where he was going to meet her. I don't know if that last meet that they did, I think they showed it as like last week whatever, on this episode, where they were at like some event and she was waiting for him and stuff. I'm not sure if that was also in her hometown or if he, but or not hometown, but like where she's based now, or if she went to him. Leah not attending the event for Meg Thee Stallion as well, and then she said that obviously it's because of some appointment that they had. Cool. Serena not attending. I get it with the social battery as well. You've already exhausted it as well on the yacht or the boat that you were on, and then you have the birthday party as well for Cordell before he went back to filming for whatever show he was doing or movie. So it's like you don't really want to waste your energy. Again, not waste your energy because obviously you're gonna enjoy it as well, but you just don't have anything more to give. And also she said that her routine's off whack as well. Kenny, don't want to see him on my screen ever again. Don't want to see him at the reunion. I think they just need to wrap it up as well because he keeps talking about this job he had beforehand. Yeah, talk about the job he had beforehand. Then Aaron checked him as well and was like, oh, you were mentioning before that, about the job you had before today. And he's like, yeah, but things change. You're seeing the bread coming more and more. That's why you're changing your opinion, because you realise how silly you sound, because the brands are going to be like, oh, if he's not really doing it in the long run, what's the point of building like brand relationships and stuff like that? You're thinking of the money more than anything, in my opinion. Who else was it as well? I feel like I missed someone. Miguel, I didn't really see much of him this episode, other than obviously him and Leah trying to get on the boat and whatever. That was the most I saw him. And then obviously he was a mediator during the Liv and Kayla situation. I feel like it was the wrong place at the wrong time, especially at someone's birthday party as well. You could have had this conversation another time. You didn't have to bring it up there. And it was like, it did, when it's just like, things are lingering, we could have left it for another time. Because if someone's not problematic and you bring it up at their birthday thing, what are you doing that for? That was very, not weird, but like, I was kind of like annoyed for Serena in that situation. Janae, I don't know, with this situation with Kenny, now that it's all unfolded as well, I can kind of see what people are saying about Kenny, because he does look, at some point, it's like he's putting on a show. And then there's other points where he's like let his guard down with certain stuff, like when he's talking to Kendall and whatever. It seems like you're kind of getting the real him, but when he's with Janae, he is showing some genuineness, but obviously you can't when you did all that to her. But then it's like you're or trying to appear, sorry, to show he's genuine, but then when you did all that to Janae, it's not making any sense at all. I don't know. Then obviously next, and then what? Also another thing is, what I thought Janae was modeling for Meg Thee Stallion for that fashion week, because I don't know why there's this picture I see of her in like all black and she's walking down as what do you call it, one of the whatever the runway thing is, and I thought that was for Meg Thee Stallion, but I don't know who that was for then last year. But this episode was alright. I feel like they just need to definitely cut the cast down. Aaron doesn't need to come back next season as well. Liv should stay. Kayla should stay. But I would just normally say the PPG group as well, and then obviously with Liv and Kayla, I feel like they'll bring like some sort of drama and stuff. But Kendall can stay because he's messy, whatever. I think they need to add Rob to the cast if they're actually going to be keeping people in general, and then I think that should be it. Also, sorry, if anyone wants to watch this episode, it will be in the, if you check my pinned what do you call it? What's it called? I don't know why my head is gone. Yeah, maybe this exam has really finished me. If you check the pin post on my page, basically, you'll be able to see that there's in the caption of it, there's a link of how to watch Beyond the Villa as well.